Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Anthony of Anthony's Horror and More, and today I'm very excited to show off my Nightmare on Elm Street's New Line Cinema Platinum Series box set. God, that's a mouthful. All right, I just got this in the mail, literally like an hour ago, if that, and seeing as how we don't know if Scream Factory is ever going to give us a beautiful 4K box set of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I wanted to go ahead and get this. I probably would have got this anyway, to be honest with you. I just think the artwork on this box set is gorgeous. I've seen other people show it off in their videos and stuff, and I'm like, God, man, I gotta get that thing. So even if Scream Factory announces it, I'm still going to be very happy that I have this set, because it was pretty cheap too, because this set is from 1999, so 23 years old. And I think it came in pretty good condition. It's got a few dings and stuff on it. I got it off Amazon. I got it. They have different ratings on Amazon. There's acceptable, good, very good, like new, and then brand new, like factory sealed, basically. So I got very good. So I got like the middle ground, like the middle tier, um, rating, basically. So I thought that was good. I didn't want to pay too much. I paid $27 for this, so it's about as much money as I wanted to spend. An acceptable one I probably could have got around like less than 20. A good one would have been like mid to lower like 20s or whatever, and then very good, which is what I got, was in like the 27 to 30 range or whatever. And then if you got it like new, you're probably paying around 40 to $50, and then if you're getting it brand new, it's going to be like $100. Maybe you could find something on eBay for cheaper. When I was looking around, it seemed like if you bought it like factory sealed, like brand new, it was going for about $100. So on eBay, on Amazon, on everywhere, from what I saw. So I got the middle of the road $30 one, less than 30. So yeah, I'm very excited, and without further ado, here is the Nightmare on Elm Street collection, New Line Cinema Platinum Series. And as you can see, it's nice and embossed. This is embossed here. This is embossed here. His glove, his knife fingers, his head, the writing on, well, no, not the writing, but like his head, his razor fingers, his hand, all that stuff. That's all embossed. And then this, I love this. This was the selling point for me. I love that image of Freddy rocking the fedora, rocking that sweet jacket. Like, was that like a duster jacket or whatever? It looks, like his look from A Nightmare on Elm Street, from New Nightmare. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Yeah, I love that look. Yeah, get a closer look there. Trying to avoid the glare, the glare of doom. And then this is also embossed. Yeah. Yep. So that's nice and embossed. That's nice and embossed. Then you got the top. The Nightmare on Elm Street collection, New Line Platinum Series. I love the New Line logo right there too. Oh, New Line logo right there. And then you have the bottom of the box. $19.99. I'm glad that they put this stupid little sticker here on the bottom. So that way it wouldn't, you know, because sometimes I hate it when they put the stickers like on the box, like up here on the side, and then you have to like try to peel it back without ripping the box. I'm glad they put it like the barcode down there, and you can tell it even says used very good. Used very good. So yeah, and I would say this is very good compared. You know, I'd say this is pretty good. It's got a little wear and tear on it, but I mean, you know, it's from 1999. You know, I don't expect it to be, you know, in pristine condition or anything like that. Look at that. I love that too. Look at those evil eyes, those demon eyes. So cool. So you can see a little bit of corner damage, a little bit of wear on it. Yeah, little bit of wear. Yeah, a little bit of wear there, a little bit of wear there. Nothing too crazy. Like that's probably the most damage right there. Right there. You know. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, for $27, I mean, I'm all right with it. I didn't want to pay $100, you know, for a brand new factory sealed one for like an old DVD set or whatever. So this is what I was comfortable spending on, and it looks great, and it's gonna look amazing on the shelf. Let's pull out all these movies here. All right, so first. Okay, we have a nice little booklet, which says The Nightmare is Alive. And it's got some cool images. Yeah, just nice little stuff in there. Oh, that's, oh boy. That's a cool image right there. I like that. Old Robert Englund, man. Oh, that's a sweet one, too. God, that's such a great look, man. Oh, my God, look at that. Yep, you got New Line Cinema, or New Line Home Video on the back there. I like the little Freddy peeking through there. Nice touch. Okay, then we'll go through the movies one by one here. The Nightmare on Elm Street Encyclopedia series. And these are nice snapper cases. Yep. Always, every time I open one of these, I'm like, God, please don't break. You know, these snapper case. I love the snapper case, but God, I'm always worried that it's gonna, like, you know, I'm gonna break it off or something. And I love how each of these discs actually has artwork on it, which is a really nice touch too. Okay, there we go. Snap, snap. And then we have Nightmare on Elm Street. I know sometimes people talk about how, like, they didn't. It would have been cool if they made the entire front of the DVD, the poster art image. See, like there's a good amount of space here and space here. They could have filled it in more, but I like it. I don't mind. It kind of just adds to it. It all just adds to it, to me. Just kind of adds character, I guess. That nice disc artwork. Yeah, and I'm a big Freddy fan. I love all of them. You know, Michael, Jason, Freddy, they're all great. I mean, you just can't go wrong. You know, in these movies, I know a lot of people. You know, everybody loves the first one. They love Dream Warriors. They love New Nightmare. I love that they use all the poster artwork. The poster artwork's so good. But I don't know. They're all fun. You know, even Freddy's Dead and Dream Child and all the ones that people don't like as much. The one thing about them is that they're all fun. I can't remember if I showed the spine off or not. There's that spine. I think Dream Child is actually very underrated. But this right here is Freddy's Revenge, which I actually just rewatched all of these fairly recently, maybe a few months ago or so. Not even that long ago, you know, like two or 3 months ago. You know, they hold up very well. All the special effects, I gotta say, for all the movies, the Nightmare franchise just has some of the like nicest, you know, like I just love like the stages that they set and just the houses, all the practical effects. You know, Freddy always looks good. I mean, there's just so many iconic looks. There's Chef Freddy. There's like Motorcycle Freddy when the guy's turning into the motorcycle and Dream Child. There's Worm Freddy, which I actually have up there. You can kind of see him, his shadow right there. I'll have to show him off one of these days. That's like the NECA Worm Freddy. There's just so many iconic looks. There's Super Freddy, you know. I mean, I don't know. He's, you know, I just love that like so much work had to go into it back in the day with like prosthetics and makeup and designing all these cool sets and you know, and I don't know, there's something very special about that. You know, nowadays it would all be done. You've seen it in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. You know, it's all CGI, green screen, all that kind of stuff, and it's like it doesn't feel the same. Like these movies are great because of well, obviously Robert Englund's incredible, and Heather Langenkamp, and all those characters, but you got to give the makeup team and all those guys and the set designers and all these guys a lot of props. You really do. You got to give them a lot of credit for everything that they've accomplished. But yeah, no, Freddy's Revenge, really good movie. This is probably, a lot of people say it too, but the meanest that Freddy's ever been. He looks like the devil, honestly. I mean, he's very satanic in that. He's got it's before he goes to, more quippy, Freddy in the later movies. Like once you get to like Dream Warriors, it's like that right here too. Once you get to Dream Warriors, he starts to get a little bit more quippy, a little bit, and I like that. I don't have a problem with it, but it's fun. But he's just mean in the second movie. He's just pure mean. There's no goofing around at all in that movie. So if you want a nice, serious Freddy, I definitely suggest the first and the second. For sure. And then you got Dream Warriors, which we all know is just classic. Gotta love it. Got that artwork. I love that pose too. Such a good pose. There we go. And then A Nightmare on Elm Street for the Dream Master. God, the artwork on these is so insane. God, they just don't make posters like this anymore, man. They really don't. Oh, they just do not make them like that anymore. Yeah. Dream Master. It's again really fun movie. You know, Freddy's going full on. You know, kind of. He's just having fun with it, man. He's just having fun, turning chicks into cockroaches, and sucking people into the water. He sucks the one guy into the water bed or whatever, kills him in there. He's just having a good time in this movie. There's a lot of cool looks. You got like Shark Freddy, like when he's in the water, coming out of the water, and then through the sand or whatever. There's so many iconic scenes in that movie too. And the budget was really high on this one too. They got like a serious bump in budget for the fourth movie. I remember I was going through looking at the budgets on all these movies a while ago, and I can't remember. I want to say this one was like either the highest or the second highest, I believe, when I was going through them. I was like, wow, they put a lot of money into that. And you can tell, I mean, it looks really good. They all look good, though. If you told me Dream Warriors had the highest budget, I'd be like, oh, yeah, sure, I can believe it. They all look great. I love that scene, too, in Dream Warriors, where he's got, like, the guy as like a puppet, basically, or was that a marionette, and he's controlling him, and then he just cuts the strings and he falls to his death. That was so cool. What a great scene. And plus, like, the little the little Freddy, who I actually got him over there. There's like I like the little hold on, I got him right here actually. Might as well show him off. Why not? He's right there. The little I remember the little Freddy. I got this with the NECA figure. The little puppet Freddy. Like a little claymation guy there. I love that. And you got the little house. It's so cool. Yeah, I love that. Freddy's such a beast. All right. And then we got this to me is the most underrated out of all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I think A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Also amazing artwork, of course. This movie's fantastic. The kills are great in it. I think the story's really good. I think Alice, she's got a great story in this movie, because, you got her dad, who was like a drunk in the fourth movie, has now redeemed himself, and he's like this, he got sober, he's this really good dad, he lost his son in the fourth movie, and now he's just trying to kind of get his life together and be there for his daughter and stuff. I just think that's so cool, what a nice story. And then, you got her, she gets, Alice gets pregnant from her boyfriend, and, Freddy's trying to, Freddy keeps popping into the child's dreams and everything, and thus also popping into her dreams, and it's like this kind of whole dream inception type thing. I know it gets a little weird, but I think it's good. I think it's really good. It's weird, but it's good, because it's another movie that probably wouldn't get made today, just because of how weird it is. And it does tackle some serious issues, whether to keep the child, not keep the child. The boyfriend in this movie, spoiler alert for Dream Child, but the boyfriend, he ends up getting killed by Freddy. and his parents want to adopt the child. They want to adopt her, because they don't think she can raise the kid because she's like, just fresh out of high school and everything, and she doesn't think she can handle it. So, but she decides, she wants to keep the baby. She doesn't want to give it up for adoption. She doesn't want to abort it or anything like that. And I don't know, it talks about some pretty serious shit, especially, nowadays. I mean, good Lord, you can barely even have a conversation with people about any of these topics without people losing their minds, Discard work, very nice, very, very nice. So yeah, it tackles some big issues, I like that. And I like it too because the movie doesn't really take sides so much. That's how you tell like a good story. You put the stuff in there and then you just kind of let it play out and you show both sides and how everybody thinks and everything. And you're like, oh, I can kind of relate to this or that. Like, it doesn't feel forced like in your face, like this is the right thing to do. This is the message. Da, 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 da. All right. So yeah, Dream Child, very underrated. And I think Freddy looks great. I don't know, some people bitch about like, oh, he looks so stupid. He didn't want to have the makeup on all the time, so they gave him less layers and all this type of shit. I'm like, I don't know, man. I didn't notice much of that. First of all, it's shot, so it's pretty dark in the movie for the most part. I mean, you see Freddy, but he's always shrouded in darkness. You know what I mean? Usually. So it's like, the makeup looks fine to me. I don't notice that. Maybe if you're a makeup artist or whatever, that's what you do for a living, you notice that kind of stuff more or something. But just like a fan, or just somebody enjoying the movie, I don't think you're going to notice stuff like that. It looks great to me. And there's the special effects in this movie are insane. Like I said, I already brought up, the boyfriend gets turned into a motorcycle. Spoiler alert again. But the boyfriend gets turned into a motorcycle and dies. You got the other friend who gets turned into, like a comic version. He gets sucked into like his comic book, and Super Freddy comes down, shreds him. That's a cool death. And the color just leaves him, and he goes into like black and white, like, as Freddy's shredding him. That's a cool death. And then you got the one chick that literally Chef Freddy forces her to eat herself, and then he says, "Bon appetit, bitch." Like, come on, dude, that's so good. I mean, I don't know what else people want from this movie. It's got that weird feel to it. It's got beautiful sets, beautiful practical effects, makeup, set designs. I mean, it's just got a fun, good story, good acting. I think Alice does a really good job in the movie. I think she's way better in the 5th movie than she is in the 4th. I think her acting really, she stepped it up. And I think the story's better too. I really do. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of 5. I really am. And then you have Wes Craven's New Nightmare, the demon. Because it's supposed to be a demon. It's not really Freddy, but it's like a demon posing as Freddy. Whatever, it's Freddy, It's Freddy. All right. Yeah, I think this movie's really good. I think it's good, but I do think it missed some opportunities. Like, I love the idea behind it, and it's definitely kind of like a prelude to Scream that would eventually come out, with it being very meta and everything. So, it's got that going for it, and I'm sorry. Right? Isn't this? Yeah, 94. Yeah, so this was, a prelude to Scream. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, make sure I'm not talking out of my ass. Yeah, this was made in 94. So, so this was before Scream, a couple of years before Scream. This was 94. Scream was 96. So, you could definitely see the gears turning in West's head, like, ooh, I like this whole, like, meta thing, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you've got, everybody's just playing their actual selves in the movie. Like they're all, Heather Langenkamp is Heather Langenkamp, and Robert Englund is Robert Englund. All the characters are just themselves, and then weird shit starts happening in real life to them, like what happened in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies to their actor counterparts, And I thought, that's such a brilliant idea. Is like, let's take it out of the movies and let's set it in the real world, where things start actually happening to, instead of it being Heather Langenkamp's character, Nancy, it's actually the actress herself, Heather Langenkamp, and it brings it into the real world and all that stuff. And, instead of it being, it's Freddy, but it's technically, they call him the demon who takes on the persona of Freddy Krueger, And the reason I say there's a lot of missed opportunities is because they don't really. It would have been so cool for like Robert Englund, the actor, playing himself, to then meet Freddy, and then maybe Freddy, kills them off or whatever. Robert Englund has like a really cool death scene in the movie or something like that. Like that would have been so cool. Could you like talk about meta? That would have been amazing, And same thing with Wes Craven. Like Wes Craven plays himself in the movie. The director Wes Craven, they're filming like the next Nightmare movie or whatever. And it would have been so cool if like Freddy actually met Wes, and then you could have like a conversation and maybe Wes gets killed off too, and that would have been, I don't know, there's so many missed opportunities for like the Freddy, like the demon Freddy, to meet those guys in real life. And like imagine if like Demon Freddy met Wes and they had a whole conversation, I don't know, you could have taken that into that could have been so much fun, Same thing as if Demon Freddy met actual like Robert Englund, and they had a little conversation or something. Because in the movie it shows Robert Englund and he's like painting that picture and everything, and it's very ominous and dark, and he's, talking to Heather Langenkamp on the phone as he's painting this like, picture and everything, and it's like, that's cool, but it would have been way cooler if Freddy had popped out and like, sucked Robert Englund into that world, like into the painting or something cool. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities, but it's still a fun movie. There's also only 2 kills in this movie, and they're good, Well, technically there's 4, but 2 of them are, I don't know. I guess there's 4, but really, I don't know. Because there's like the 2 crew guys or whatever, but I don't know. It's good, but I think it could have been better. I think there were some missed opportunities in this movie, but I still enjoy it. And then, oh shoot, I went out of order. I just completely. Okay, well I skipped. All right, so that's the last entry. The second to last entry, which I don't know, I skipped over, is Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Still a really nice poster art. Really cool. Different than the others. Just like this one's different. Yeah, I was supposed to show, this is the 6th movie. This is the 7th movie. I accidentally showed this first. But yeah, still really cool poster art. I like that poster art too. But you can tell they're different. Like, you can clearly tell, they went a different direction with it. But it still looks cool. Like this to me just looks so much more artsy. You know what I mean? I like that. It just looks so artsy. And, whoever the artist, is, obviously had a flair for that big ass eye coming out of Freddy's head, because you can see that it's right there. And then like, there it is again, the big ass eye coming out. So, yeah, obviously like that. But here's, Freddy's Dead. And then we got, I love these snapper cases. I just love that sound. I miss these. Look at that. And once again, like I said, I watched this fairly recently. I don't know, it's fun, it's dumb, you're right. I mean, it's a stupid story, you know what I mean? It's kind of silly. But you do get to see Freddy before he turned into like Freddy Krueger, killing, people in the dream world and all that kind of stuff. You get to see a little bit of his past, and I thought that was interesting. So you do get a little bit of that, and you get to see Robert Englund really showing off his acting chops in the movie. And there's one good kill. The other ones are pretty goofy. Like, I like the idea of the power glove. There's like a power glove kill where Freddy's controlling this guy with like this old school like video game thing. It was called the power glove, and he's controlling this dude, and he's like, bouncing all over the place in the house, like Freddy's controlling him, and he's making him jump like in a video game, and making him bounce all around the house, and he's like going through the walls and doing all this shit. And the only problem I have with it, that's cool, but if you go and watch it, there's like no blood or gore or any, like, dude, you just went through the fucking floor, through the walls, all this shit. I'm like, your face would be bloody as hell. You'd be ripped to shreds, but he's like perfect. He's perfectly fine. There's not even like a scratch on him. And then he eventually just like goes down the stairs and then like falls into a pit and dies or whatever. It's kind of silly. Like, but it could have been cool if they had just worked on like the makeup and stuff, made it a little bit more graphic. I think that could have been a really cool kill. It would have been way more memorable. Still silly, but way more memorable if he was all bloodied up and shit. So yeah, what are you gonna do? And yeah, I think that's everything. Let me make sure. Yep, that. Show off the box one more time here. Very cool. I just love this artwork. I love how dark it is too. I just think it's so cool. Love the back of it there too. What a great box set. I mean, this is from 1999, guys. That's crazy. I hope eventually Scream Factory gives us like a sweet, cool 4K box set. I'll be the first one to buy it, you know what I mean? I'll add it right to the collection. And I'll be super excited about it. But I like this. I like this box set a lot. I think this will look really good on the shelf, and it wasn't that much money, So I was just so excited when I finally got this in, And this traveled far. This came from like California, I was like, oh my god, it traveled. It traveled pretty far to get to me. And it wasn't. It wasn't packaged the best, and it came from, I believe it came from, like I said, I bought this new, but I believe it was just in like an Amazon facility, but it was like in California, like I said, and it, they put it in one of those, like, it was just in like a regular bag, like just like a regular Amazon bag, but not even like the bubble mailer, just like a regular bag, like just a regular plastic bag that said like, Prime, like Amazon Prime on it, whatever, like a gray bag. And I was just like, oh my god, the fact that this got here as good as it did is like amazing to me, because there was no protection on it, none. I'm like, oh my god, this is like, that's, I don't know, to me, I'm like, I thought it would come in at least like a box, or even a bubble mailer at the very least, but, so, I don't know. I'm lucky, I guess I'm happy that it came in as good of a shape as it came in. It just cracks me up. Like, come on, guys. Do a little bit better than that. Oh my god. I remember when I ordered my Friday the 13th box that I was so nervous, because I ordered that from Amazon as well, and I was like, please just come in good condition. Please come in good condition. And I believe that actually did come in a box. I'm pretty sure it did. So I was like, oh, thank God. Because it was cheaper to order it on Amazon than Scream Factory's site directly at the time. So I just got it from Amazon, But yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the Nightmare series. I think they're good. I think there's a lot of underrated movies. Please go back and give Dream Child another chance, and even give, Freddy's Dead another chance. Just don't take it super seriously, and I think you'll have a pretty good time. Yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, this is Anthony's Horror and More. Please, give this video a like. Tell me down below, what's your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie? I'd be curious to know, and let me know what you think the most underrated Nightmare film is too, that you enjoy. Yeah, let me know. I'd be very curious to find that out. And also let me know if anyone else has purchased this box set or anyone else has this in their collection, because it's just, I love it. So let me know. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, help the channel grow, and I can put out more videos and stuff like that. I would really appreciate that. So, yep, you guys have a great day. This is Anthony's Horror and More, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.